And there's Grandma Horsey. How you doing? It's so good to see you again. My mommy. He's almost bigger than you, Mom.
Can I have a hug? Oh,
He's been having a hard day.
Did you have a hard day?
We're walking up the stairs to see our puppy. What's her name?
Ellie.
Look at who's here!
Hi.
Oh, look at Ellie! Hi! How are you? Oh! Are you excited? How long have you had to wait for this present?
A week.
A couple of weeks.
I knew it. It was good. I just
What are you talking about? Which one is it?
I don't know. It's the one that you put on my list.
So we were supposed to be here right after or right around his birthday, and everything with the weather fell apart and our upgrades took a long time. So, and then we ended up having to go to Texas first, and now it's been like almost 6 weeks late. Oh, buddy.
I really like the
You like it? Is that going to be a little bit easier for you than the plastic one you got?
Yeah.
You can stand on that and see if it's the right size.
Okay.
Is the handlebars good right there?
Oh yeah, that's perfect.
'Cause that's the lowest that they go right there. That'll be good.
I cast that.
What do you think?
I cast
You like the
that.
black and the white?
Yeah.
I really like the black and white.
Looks like a cop car scooter. You know you're in Alabama when you go in the garage and you got one of these hiding the old tornado shelter with the metal ceiling. Just enough room to get all your dogs and people in here, cats and whatnot. The only downside is there's no room for the horses. But yeah, when you have no basements in most of these houses, this is what you get. And it's pretty suffice, pretty common too. So I'm down at the horse barn and I'm super excited because there's a special couple of people and a couple of four-legged people. Who is this?
You right away.
Hi, buddy.
You might be afraid of it.
Hi. I got my big camera. I'm probably scaring you. Look at you. Oh, Ringo, buddy. How are you? Yes, buddy. So excited to see you. I missed you so much. You didn't send me any postcards or no mail? I didn't get a single email or a text message even. Hey, girls. Hi, Sierra. How are you? And there's Dallas. How are you? Hi. Oh, I'm gonna get a kiss. And there's Hope. Hope is a shy one. Hope is a little bit of the shy one. She was an Amish horse. So she was not made to be affectionate, but she's getting a lot better. So good to see you, big guy. He always gives me the... How are you? How's Sierra? Hi. Do you remember me? How are you? How's Dallas? Oh, Hope is so quiet tonight. Hi. Oh, she's sweating. Good to see you too.
Yeah, she came in wringing wet again.
It's good to see you. Oh, and there's the boys. You guys come around that door right there.
Okay.
Remember Ringo?
Hi. Oh, Ringo. I hear your makeup clear. Hi, Ringo.
Did you miss Ringo?
Hi, Tara.
Who's this? Let's hope. You remember this horse's name? Starts with a D. Starts with a D. Dallas? He knows, because he's told me all 4 of them at home in the middle of winter, and I'm like, God, he remembers that.
Oh, that's who got me.
And then these ones I have a hard time with. I know there's Joy, Faith, and Grace. And Grace and
Joy has the thinner stripe cross.
and that's the mom,
Nope, the
daughter. Faith is the mom?
Yep. No, Faith is right here.
Faith, yes.
She's the little horse. I'm wondering how Sierra was with you, Brandon, with that thing, because she is spooked after the vet was here and then the farrier.
I know.
She's acting shy.
I didn't want to bring it in, but I have my smaller camera I'm going to bring on the other days, but this one gets the good video. So I wanted to take it in, but I figured that was going to happen.
They're very sweaty. Once you give them carrots and stuff, I think they'll, like Sierra, she's just being shy. Yeah. They're just so dirty after sweating.
How's the fence been holding up?
Luckily good.
The electric fence has been all working? I had to come here last fall. It was acting up and we had to get it all sorted out, get it back up and running again, and I hadn't really done a lot with electric fences, so it was a little tricky and I got shocked about 7 or 8 times.
Where you can look back at this and see some of the things that you've completed. Okay? Okay. Now you guys have the link to this, so it's already up on your computer. It's also in your homework folder, so if mom wants to ever look back to...
So we were just talking how ironic it is that the kids started their school year right here at my mom's in Alabama. We didn't plan it that way, it just worked out. You know, we were there during the startup on September 1st. And now this week is the last week of their classes and we're right back here at my mom's place in Alabama. It's so weird. I mean, the school year seemed like it took a long time, right?
Yes. Yes.
But at the same time, it feels like just like boom, and here we are. I mean, it honestly, it kind of flew by, and I bet you if we were on the road, it's gonna go way faster. So it's nice to be back here. It's still a little surreal, like, oh, I can't believe we're here. We got to go out and see the horses yesterday. I'll take more video throughout the week, but yesterday they're having some traumatic issues. One of them, especially Sierra, she had some dental and doctor stuff going on. She gave the vet a very hard time with getting the shots and sedated and all that. So that was like a week ago or so. So she's really freaked out. So they saw the camera and they're like, oh, what the hell is that? I don't know what that is. That don't look good. Got a big furry thing on it. It's great to be sitting here in our spot because we got cattle on the one fence there, the barbed wire, the neighbor's property, and then there's a small run here that connects the front and the back of my mom's property where the horses run through. So we got cows and horses galloping through here. It's always a good little time there. So time to head in the house and get some work done, I think, isn't it?
And eat cat and dog.
Yeah, and eat cookies.
Yeah.
Grandma always has lots of cookies.
Yes.
Cake.
Okay.
Yes, we could have.
So I brought the GoPro out tonight because the horses were freaked out a little bit about the big camera yesterday. And with us just being here, they were kind of shocked, like, whoa, they kind of knew who we were. But when we've got Dallas sitting here, she's like, what are you doing? Oh, I got a kiss already. Oh, Dallas is happy. She's the big girl. She's the big girl of the group. Isn't she? Yes, I wanted to come see you today. I did. I wanted to come and see you out there. And we got Sierra back there. Hi, Sierra. Sierra's the one that gets a little scared with some of these cameras. Well, just anything. She hates needles. She's deathly afraid of the needle. And we got Hope. She's hard to see back there. And Ringo. Hi, Sierra. You come see me? Hey. Oh, you are not camera shy, are you? It's so good to see you. Hi. There he comes. See a little white spot coming through the night. Hey, what's up, big guy? How are you doing, Ringo? Huh? You're not gonna give me a kiss? That's kind of weird. Boys don't kiss boys. I think tomorrow I need to get outside with them and do some pictures. Oh! Dallas, are you pushing people around again? You're just wondering, what are we doing? Yes, Mom's cleaning up your buckets and getting everything ready to go. And then we'll bring you in. Isn't that right? Oh, they're such sweeties. Dallas is the food monster and she's... Oh, don't be kicking your foot. She gets really impatient. She'll kick the gate and she's excited. She wants to come in and eat. Are you getting impatient? In we go. Come on. Come on. There you go. Good girl. Come on, Ringo. Come on, big boy.
And he's so polite, but if his door isn't open and I'm there, he waits.
He waits. Hey, big guy.
He does have this special thing.
How are ya?
I'm not going.
Let's go. What's in their food now?
It's not green. It's a grain-free food.
A grain-free food?
Yep. Light calories.
Light calories. So they come in and have their nightly snack. And then they get treats. Get some carrots and banana. Somebody's banana might have something in it. There's Hope. She's hard to see. It's so funny because all you see is black on the camera, but she's there. There's a full-size horse right there, I promise. Like I was saying in my video yesterday, the Amish had her. So she was a tool, not a pet. And so she wasn't taught to be affectionate and whatnot. So she's kind of had to learn that. And she's a sweetie. She's a sweetie. All these horses are sort of rescue situations. I'm not sure the story on Hope, but I know that Sierra, who is the mother of Ringo, this is the last one she had, they were minutes away from being put onto a truck and sent, where were they getting sent to? Mexico?
Yeah.
They were going to be sent to Mexico for food. So that's a sad story, but yeah, Mom was saying that she went to Arkansas to an auction and she didn't sell, and then she would have probably went to another one where she eventually would have, because she pulled carts and she was well trained. So funny because I'm looking at the screen here and you can't see anything. It's just black back there. But I promise there is a horse behind me. Yeah, now we turn the lights on. Now we can see her. This camera is not the greatest with low light, but I'll bring in the big one again. Tonight I wanted to not have him be all like, what the hell is that thing he's got in his hand?
So Faith was in New Jersey and Pennsylvania.
Oh, Faith was.
She was going to end up in Canada slaughterhouse.
Oh, Canadian slaughterhouse. And then the two donkeys. Where are they? They're hiding.
They were owner surrendered.
Owner surrendered donkey. Sierra's not afraid now. I just wanted to give her a night. Mom told me that I'm pretty lucky because she's not too friendly with a lot of men because it's abuse that she's received in her life. And she doesn't, you said she doesn't usually take treats from men either. So I'm sure the jokes will get going like, yeah, well, no, I'm not a man, but
She won't take them from strange females either.
strange females either. So there you go. YouTube, you can make fun of me for not being a man or a strange female. She has always been, from day one, pretty warm with me. I've been able to give her treats and she's been great. But then of course we show up last night, all of a sudden we just pop in the barn and had the big camera, and so she didn't get freaked out, but she was given a little bit of the cold shoulder. So she's on that salt block real hard. There's Ringo, my buddy. Yes, you are. Eating them some grass. So fun to be out here with them. The beautiful sunset. Hi. Yes. Dallas gets the big one in there.
I wouldn't have ate that.
That did not look that tasty, but looks like she enjoyed it. For those wondering why she's wearing this, it's not because she bites people. She's on a diet, so it's to restrict her from eating too much grass. She gets to have free reign of hay at night, though. So that's why she gets it eating that hay. Good thing we don't have those for our diets. There's another one. It looks so silly. Oh my god. What are you doing with that thing? You trying to get it out? You want me to get that out? Oh, no. I think she wants to eat that. She says, leave that alone. I got this. You got this, don't you? You're so cute. You're still a cute puppy. Oh, yes you are.
Waking up from your nap? You finally get to go to work?
I remember 14 years ago seeing her for the first time crawling from underneath somebody's car seat.
You're gonna go do something now with your life?
After all these years. So the kids were just doing math, which is awfully impressive that they're doing it on their own. So then we found out what they were trying to add up.
So I'm adding up how many hours Dad's has been playing 7 days since 2014.
And then we're gonna need a wiring tool. I know you guys have them. Throw a wiring tool in there. That's what you connect and create, all the wiring and stuff. A couple minutes we'll have some generators and battery banks coming out. We've got a lot of engines right now.
He's played in days for 29 and weeks, 4 weeks and 1 day.
How many hours?
700.
That's exactly why we're out here RVing, because that's a life lesson, kids. Now, that's since 2014, so that's not even my most played game on Steam. 30 days, basically. That's 1 month of my life in that one game, and that's not even the most.
No.
It's crazy.
You've played
absolutely crazy. And there's nothing wrong with playing some games, but that's what happens. It's what happens when you turn it into your life, your career, whatever. You're just doing it all the time. You go mad after a while. So get out and exercise and RV. Go camping. I think they're still like, no, we'll play 7 days.
He played Farm Sim for 1,770 hours.
That came out a couple years ago. And that, mostly all live stream and video and stuff like that. So that's all kind of working hours. We have to go see if UPS came. Alex is really sick today. He's not been able to keep food down. There is a box here? Ooh! He's probably not strong enough to lift it. What is it? Can you pick it up?
Yeah.
You want to go back there and see what it is? Okay. This is like the only bright part of his day here. He's kind of weak. He hasn't had food or water since yesterday.
Tried, it just hasn't kept down.
Yeah, every time we give him something, right back up it comes. Got a little bug. I felt it on Sunday, actually. So as I was saying, Dad felt it on Sunday, and then when we were driving up here from Florida to Alabama, Ashton was in the front seat between Mom and I, puking the whole way.
Yeah.
course, he's a little older, so he was pretty easy, like, and he got better pretty quick, but...
Right, yeah. It was just like a one-day thing, and even that night, he was able to keep food down. So hopefully he gets over it quick.
Allie came to see us. How you doing, Allie? Yes. I didn't really get to tell a story about Allie either, but she was our dog that we got in 2007. She was a rescue. Somebody left her on the side of a road. Somebody at our church found her and said we had just gotten our house, and they said, hey, are you looking for a dog? We're like, I don't know, but we were interested in like a wiener dog. They said, well, I think this is what she is. So I went out to the guy's car, and out from underneath the seat, this little puppy crawled out from under his seat of his car, and that was it. So, and it was like, oh, it's a beagle, dachshund beagle. We call her a weagle. And she was our dog, and we had her up until our second child. She was not getting attention. She was biting and nipping at Aiden when he was like 2, and when she went in to have Austin, Allie went there for 2 weeks, and she ended up staying. So that was in 2012.
Yeah.
So she's had a good life. We're kind of realizing that it's probably the last time we're going to see her.
Yeah, she's 14, so she's
14,
getting up
yeah.
there and kind of having those signs of aging and wanting to sleep, skipping meals, and just kind of going through kind of those end of stage life things that are going on with her right now.
A lot of sleeping, not as much eating, but who knows? She could be here. She might be here when we come back in the winter in November, December. So we got a birthday thing going here, maybe. I don't know. So Alex, we were in Texas when it was his birthday, and but yeah, he's been having a rough day today. Kind of a bummer, but maybe this will make his day a little brighter. You don't feel so good, do you, buddy? You don't feel good? Maybe we can find out what UPS brought.
Well, this is part of a birthday gift for you, and then Alex has a birthday gift in here too.
All right, let's rip this puppy.
Go ahead and open the box.
What is it?
Bubble.
Bubble wrap? Yes, we got bubble wrap. Hey, what is it?
It's a Kindle.
It's a what?
So I'll explain why.
Oh my God, look at how big they are.
Together.
Hey, wait, first, let him know. Did you tell him about the new one that's coming out June 1st?
I did.
We actually pre-ordered, and that's the new version.
This is today. It just came out today. You could pre-order it, and they said even though the release date is today, that way you guys have them. They're the new ones. They come with a good case.
You think they're massive?
They're big,
Yeah.
but they're also great for the Osmo system.
Oh, what's that?
Yeah, Daniel Tiger's on there,
Oh, yeah.
so you can play games.
Are
and
you
stuff,
happy, Ashton?
Do your learning, your school.
Look at how you can set it up with its own stand. And looks like a little TV, doesn't it? You want to turn it on? He's all happy it has Daniel Tiger. When you're RVing, you know, some people don't like kids having screen time and all this, but when you get rainy days, like we had in Texas for 3 days with 7 inches of rain, we got stuck inside.
Yeah.
Couldn't go out, it just rained for 3 days. We were talking about it then, we're like, man, it'd be so nice, because we've had a lot of these over the years, and some of them are broke, some of them have just gotten outdated, they don't work with the new stuff.
Right.
When you're RVing, these things are not a bad thing to have. You know, your kids are getting out anyway with this lifestyle. They're getting tons of exercise. They're getting to experience the world. And there's learning programs.
For downtime and learning time, there's a lot of school appropriate things that they use.
Yup,
and
school.
So it's monitored.
Pick something like that up for the kids, a couple of them or whatever, and you'll thank yourself.
In moderation.
Yeah, on rainy days.
In moderation.
While we are enjoying one of our very last nights to come and see Ringo. Yes.
He was waiting for you.
I know. He almost licked Aiden. He's waiting for treats. They have matching hair color.
Yes, we have a connection.
So now when we find your hair in the camper, we're just going to say it must be Ringo's.
Yeah, just blame him. He's got more than me.
Yeah.
Right, buddy? Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Oh. Thank you. Oh, now we have a connection.
Very cute.
But I want to see the horse.
Alex, who's
You want
this?
to see the horse lick the salt block?
Is Dallas eating again?
Dallas, lick the salt block. Nope, didn't listen. She's hungry.
Ringo, it's carrot time. I didn't even get that on video. You ripped it out of my hand. Eating your carrots. Yes, you eating your carrots. Am I gonna give kisses? Oh, yes.
Mommy, you want one for you?
Yeah.
Mommy, you want one for you?
Right here, honey.
Yeah, you know it's now one for you. One for you.
What's the mini horse again? Faith. Faith, yeah.
How do you keep forgetting?
I don't know, because they all have similar names. And
Faith, Joy, Grace.
yeah, they're all like love, you know.
Are you guys sad it's your last night here?
Yes.
Yeah, it sure did go quick, didn't it?
Yeah. Yes. Don't you know?
We're all gonna miss this view so very much. The Alabama hills, trees, and horses. And no, that is not one of the kids or the wife making that noise. We have a little pug. Bama. Bama's in Bama. What are you doing? My sister is going on vacation, so she's got her dog here. Bama is not a big fan of the Alabama heat, even though his name's Bama. Bama's gonna be on YouTube. Wait until Hudson and my sister and Brian see Bama on the YouTube channel.
He's famous.
He's a famous pug. It's so funny how his tongue is curled up like that. Ashton, you looking at Ringo? What do you think of Ringo? Is he bigger than you? Alex, you want to say bye-bye to Ringo? Saying goodbye to horses is as hard as people. You guys gonna miss them? Dallas says bye. With her diet mask on.
Hi, Dallas.
Hi, Dallas.
Come here, Allie. We have to say our goodbyes in case if you go to live with the Lord on us. Don't go living with the Lord on me now. We'd like to spend Christmas with ya. She looks happy and youthful. Don't ya? See, today she looks good, doesn't she? Alright, if you do have to go see Jesus before me, then I'll forgive you, but I hope you're still here. She'll be 14 this summer. So she's actually 13, she'll be 14.
Bye. A kiss? Hello. Bye-bye. Be good. Take long naps. Not too long.
Aiden gets to say goodbye to Allie. It is sad when we're going to be gone for 7 months, 6 months ish. You know, you don't know when they get this age.
Allie said she'll do everything she can to be good.
Yeah.
of the mountains in your breath. There are dreams, there are dreams. Remember, yours is the heart that paints the world the very best in the colors of your life. So be kind, have courage, treat yourself with dignity. Walk tall, speak sweetly, and be brave enough to leave. 'Cause when you're caught in the darkness that comes over me, remember yours is a light that the darkness cannot be. That yours is a light that the darkness cannot be. May you find that your heart, it burns as big as your mother's, and your smile just as bright. Remember grace when you fall and turn to shadows like your father, and the words to make it right, make it right.
Well, here we are driving past Columbia, Tennessee. We lived here in this town, which we can't see from the interstate, but it's just a few miles over there, for almost a decade in Spring Hill, Thompson Station, and in Columbia. But it's always mixed emotions going through here. Last year on our trip we came through, and it was the first time I've kind of felt like I drove through an area that used to be home, and it didn't feel like home anymore. And although we miss it and the memories there, we're also very thankful that we moved on and moved somewhere else. And we feel a connection in the city, but it's it's a bunch of memories. So it's kind of cool to come through again when we're thinking about, selling the house this year and the big decisions we have, because it feels depressing and sad, and you cling to those memories, but you know that if you just hang on those memories, you'll never get out and make new ones. So it's kind of encouraging to drive through here and just again be encouraged to say, hey, there's this town, it's a big part of us. It's where we started our family. It's our first house we bought. It's where we learned how to raise a family that we wanted to raise, conservative values that we learned here, and we got plugged into our first church. We're going to take that back with us and remember Columbia, remember Tennessee, and we're gonna always be a part of Wisconsin, but we can also be a part of Tennessee. We can be a part of Alabama, be a part of Florida, we can be part of the western states, we could be a part of anywhere. We just have to get our home situated on wheels, and we'll be ready to go. Alright, for our last few nights on the road, decided that at the campgrounds we were gonna splurge a little bit and get ourselves something real nice. Staying at the Walmart. If you didn't get that little reference about the real nice, I want to thank my older sister for making this sign for us that'll be going on the bathroom. I don't know if it's gonna go on here or in the next one, but shitter's full. Shitter's full, Clark. So thank you very much to my big sister. She made that. It'll definitely be going up on the wall. It's pretty funny. But yeah, we're doing the Walmart thing. It's actually going to be in the 50s tonight, or dipping into the 40s, high 40s. So you're talking about pretty good boondocking. But we didn't get out until 6, so we drove for 3 hours. I'll tell you, say what you want about Walmart, but it works really nice to be able to pull up. It's pretty quiet here. Store's closing, so we went in, got dinner and some other things. Got some food, and we're ready to boondock. We're probably going to do it tomorrow night because we tried to get campsites. Everybody's full. Sunday night and Memorial Weekend. Did you sleep like a baby?
Yeah.
Well, then that means you'd have been up crying all night, because when you were a baby, that's what you did.
That doesn't make sense.
It was good. It was good. We slept like babies. Sleeping babies. Nice and cool. I mean, this kind of weather in Tennessee and in the South in general is not normal when we're coming into June tomorrow. Today's the last day of May.
Yay.
Yay, we left in April. So today's a rarity where we're driving for 7 hours, something we don't normally do. We've done a lot of 6s, but it's a long time to be on the road with the camper, which is funny because when we used to travel by car or SUV, we would do 15 hours in a day. We're going to be putting some miles down, making it all the way to northern Illinois, and then that way tomorrow we'll have a very short day drive to get back to what we call our sticks and bricks. Well, after last night, we decided that we were gonna splurge tonight on our campsite. We've got a beautiful, beautiful view, and I'll show you the other side of the campground here. Ah, frig, we're at another Walmart. We did again, but we've been here before.
And it's a really nice one.
It's a nice Walmart. We're in northern Illinois, in Rochelle. And we stayed here last year on the way home, and we knew this was a good spot. It's quiet. Can't remember. Yeah, it was the end of September, and it was really cool. It was the first time we got a big cool break, and tonight is really cool out as well. It's like in the 50s. Yeah. Wearing shorts and t-shirt, we're cold, but it was quiet. We slept so good, and again, we just got off the road. It's about dark, and we're gonna be up first thing and driving out of here. So hey, you can knock the Walmarts all you want, but when the weather's right and you find good ones like this, when you've got so much like quiet space, there's like huge grass area, there's no like noisy traffic. I've slept in campgrounds that are far noisier than this, so this is the kind of things you look out for. So Rochelle, Illinois Walmart, it's a good one. So apparently our neighbors think so too. They've got quite a setup here. I've seen quite a few of these, but they've basically got a semi-tractor that's fitted out to pull a fifth wheel. And it's funny because when we got here, right after we got here, I looked at the wife and I was like, you know what? We were just talking on the way here, what's gonna happen in about 5 years when all the boys get kind of big in a cab like this with 6 people. And she said, I was thinking the same thing, because we've thought about it before, but it's good to have done the battery upgrade here that we did, because I'll tell you, we can run everything in here now and have full power, no problems, running all the fans, blowers, everything. And of course the truck just charges it right back up when we're driving the very next day. So that has been awesome, and that's one of the reasons why it's kind of rewarding when you do boondock, whether it be at a Walmart or out in the middle of nowhere, which we hope to be doing soon. When you do these upgrades and you're able to actually use the stuff to help you be more comfortable, it's pretty awesome. So beautiful sunset, we're gonna get dinner, and tomorrow we hit the road. And after 6 long weeks that went way too fast, 6 short weeks, we're gonna be home to what we call our sticks and bricks before we start making those big decisions on what to sell, when to sell, how to sell. So that'll be coming soon. This trip will be wrapped up. Today is June 1st, and where are we gonna go today?
Home!
This is our home. This has been our home, hasn't it?
No, we don't.
It has been our home for a long time. It's actually been 6.5 weeks that we've been on the road. So if we stayed out a few more days, we'd hit 7. But today is June the 1st. We're ending our spring trip, which is weird to say because it seems like it was just a week or a couple weeks ago we did the video, the intro video we shot in Eau Claire, and we were saying how we're leaving, but that was 7 weeks ago.
Crazy how time just flew by.
It's nuts. We're gonna have to figure out what we're gonna do with our truck situation, the camper situation. Camper prices are up too. Fortunately, we have a truck and a camper, so their prices have also gone up. I feel bad for folks just getting into it because it is expensive right now. Our truck value has gone up $15,000 since we've bought it, so it's worth $15,000 more than we paid last year when we've put 15,000 miles on it. So that's a really weird thing to think, but we'll be seeing where things go. But now it is time to do what?
Go home.
Time to get going. We're gunning to go. Got a little excitement here at the gas station when we come in. There's a heavy haul load that is getting stuck, trying to get out. Looks like me when I'm in Truck Simulator. Oh my God. Well, there you go, folks. Us RVers have no reason to ever complain about the size of what we're towing. And you got people like that are having to go through this. I guess they came in here, I don't know if they got fuel, but just came in here to weigh. And it's been kind of fun watching them navigate that massive trailer through the Catscale. I also noticed and pointed out how cool it was that that tank is so big. It is its own trailer. They basically have both the front of the trailer and then the back part, which I don't know if that's called a dolly or a Jeep, but they actually have both of those connected to that unit, to the tank itself, so that they can get the max height. And that sign is 16 feet high on the Catscale, and that tank barely clears it. So I'm sure there's a lot of bridges that they're not able to get under either. Kind of neat. Aiden was asking me if it felt weird to be back on Wisconsin soil.
Yeah.
And I said it kind of does, because we've never been gone for 6 weeks. Fortunately, it's warmed up here today. It's almost 80 degrees. It feels nice out. It's beautiful.
Normal. It's normal to us.
Yeah, it still feels cooler than what we've been in, but yeah, it's weird to be back. It's been a pretty entertaining lunch hour. We're trying to eat, but we're watching them get over the scale. And basically that back unit there actually can go up and down, and it can steer. And they've been steering it as they pull through the scale. But look at how low to the ground that is. Like, you don't even think about stuff like that. The terrain that you're going over, there is literally inches between that tank and the ground. And the back of it is up probably a couple of feet, probably 2 feet off the ground, but look at it, the middle, that one spot. So even going over roads, parking lots, that's got to be so tricky because you got to worry about bottoming out. It really does put it into perspective on what us RVers go through or think we go through when you see people out there doing that kind of job. You won't have this kind of entertainment eating lunch at home. Well, we're getting awfully close to the house. One thing we notice is like, there is a lot of people, there's a lot of traffic, there's a lot of building. Look at there's so much construction, like there's a new house.
There's houses that
wasn't
here.
there when we left. That was not, that house was, that twin home
wasn't there.
That was not there when we left. Twin homes popped up that weren't here 6 weeks ago, 6.5 weeks ago. And it's just, we know that the timing is right. We were talking, we came into town, we live in a beautiful town. It's full of conveniences, but we're paying high taxes and we're paying for all those conveniences, the schools, the colleges, all the stuff that's here in this city, but we're not ever here to use it. And we just haven't been for the last few years. So thankful, very thankful for what we have. Pulling into our neighborhood here is unrecognizable. The amount of building, we almost didn't make it through. The streets are extremely wide here. They're made to have vehicles parked on both sides and still have full lanes of traffic, and you still could barely get through. There is so much construction equipment of every kind you can imagine. The roads are just, there's so much going on here. It's insane. There's, where there used to be a woods and a forest 6 weeks ago is gone, and there's now dirt. It's just, I can't even look at, there's new houses over there.
We've kind of held on to what our neighborhood was 5 years ago, and what we loved so much about it, and it's the country feel. And we knew that there was gonna be more townhouses, new houses. It wasn't supposed to be townhouses.
Yeah, it was supposed to be nice, big houses, but
in here, but
they rezoned that.
We've kind of figured out that we're just kind of hanging on to the memories of what we loved about the neighborhood and not so much what it is now.
It's emotional, to see the home that we built. We built that house and we spec'd it out. We did all the work to find the people and had everything the way we wanted done. And we were here, I recorded it. It's on my other channel, did a time lapse.
Yeah. And it served us well for the time that we were here.
Yes.
Like, it was it's a great house, and it was a great neighborhood for the time that we were here. But your needs change and your wants change, and things are just put into perspective after time, and it's kind of where we are right now.
It's time to go inside, get this thing backed up into the driveway, and figuring out the next step. What do you kids think? It seemed like just a few weeks ago that we made the video right here. It was 2 months.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy? Ooh. This feels so weird. It's nice and cool in here. It's actually cold.
Yeah.
That's not from the air conditioner, like, it's really cold in here.
Chilly.
It's my new house.
It's like a new house.
It smells like a brand new house.
It's so weird. It's so Mom, Dad.
They're running around like it's a brand new house.
I think we're gonna be in good shape when it goes on the market because it smells like a brand new house in here still.
It does. It smells
Because you don't smell it when you're home, but it smells like we walk into a brand new house. Oh, and look at this. We got a picture of, I don't know, why is this even out? Of our kitty and puppy that were in Alabama.
The boys like to look at it.
Yeah, you got some toys.
And it was golden. But this
Feels
weird.
Feels,
Feel like our house.
feels like we're in somebody else's house.
This balloon.
The balloon is still floating.
Yeah, I still have mine.
Now, that was from Ashton's birthday?
Yeah.
Wow. That's been there for a while. I cannot believe how cold it is. I just came downstairs. I think you could see your breath in here.
It is freezing.
It's freezing in here. I had the heat on for the first part of the trip, but then it got into the 80s like a week or two ago. I control all that stuff from my phone.
Our electric bill should be low.
Well, the AC was on a tiny bit, and I left it on. I left the heat off, but it's gotten cold here again. It's so freaking cold in here. Well, here's how much mail you get in 1 month. We still have 2 more weeks. It's coming tomorrow. Not too bad. But look at what we pulled out of there from the Bayview RV Resort. So we got to give them some credit because I was surprised to see that. But they were nice on the phone. It was a little bit like, yeah, no problem, we'll just mail you a check. Okay, have a good day, kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
And it's just kind of like, yeah, I don't know if we're gonna get that because that was too easy. But for those that don't remember, the Bayview RV Resort was a park in Corpus Christi, Texas that we actually pulled in, looked around and said, oh my goodness, and we left. They were nice, they were really nice, and I hope that they're able to get their park fixed up. It was just in kind of rough shape after some of the hurricanes that have gone through. And there was a lot of people living there, so it was more of like mobile home type park rather than an RV resort as the name suggested. Oh, and here's the numbers too, by the way. So it says we got 10.5 miles to the gallon, and that's not too bad considering all the traffic and, you know, stuff like that we've been stuck in. But we did 4,489.6 miles on this trip. I reset that right when we left. So, and then we spent 107 hours in the truck. It's pretty funny. I love looking at that stuff. Oh man, let that light in. Back in the studio. So many feelings about that. The place where I've spent most of the last 6 years, 7 years of my life, right here in this very chair. Oh. Well, that's the end of that chapter and the beginning of the next. Thank you everybody coming along for the ride. I know those of you that are in the middle of making the transition from the sticks and bricks to the house on wheels or whatever, you've probably gone through these same emotions. We've moved many times and it's never been emotional, but it's a lot at stake here. So this is a big change. I know it's a broken record on that, but thank you again for coming along on this journey, and I look forward to the content that we're going to be rolling out here real soon. We've got a truck, a trailer, and a house, and an old truck and an older trailer that we've got to get sorted out. So we got a lot of big decisions to make. Thank you again, and God bless you all. We'll see you on the next one.